In this video, we're going to discuss the cover letter. It is one of the most daunting tasks, and that's why I try to break it down from the personal story. And you saw in the video on the vision statement and the values. Once you decide or determine what your values are or what course of direction you want in your life, that personal story are those elements that are necessary. They're in Freitags, where you build up to this element of what is the climax, what is the challenges that we have, that we all face in our lives that are not unique to ourselves. Everyone has challenges. How we overcome those become that story that people appreciate and do reflect well on the companies you apply for. So that hiring manager or the HR manager who's going to review your application will see that, and that will pop. And you want one that's going to pop on your cover letter that'll speak volumes. In my life, I've gone through a number of different experiences, and they shine. You know, I'm somebody that left a blue-collar military working family to go to Hawaii and Austria and other countries for my studies and through scholarships and hard work. Built my network from the ground up. Somebody who could walk into a room with strangers and make friends. To somebody who also has challenges physically, whether that be the fact that I have scoliosis and, I have to figure that out in my life, and those limitations that come with that affected me even when I was younger, that still affect me today. They're not my story that say, look at me, I'm this victim. They are look at me, I'm a champion of figuring out and sorting out my life and finding meaning and purpose where it exists, even in the light as well as in the dark. And in that, you mold this wonderful story about yourself. It could be a page, it could be a page and a half. So your personal story is this thing that's this culmination of you, a mini autobiography. For your cover letter, we want to pick out pieces that really shine and come together into something simple and opens up the story for the reader quickly to see that this is a person I think is relatable and can work at my company. And if there's something connected to the company, share that even more. When I applied to a pharmaceutical company, I want to talk about my scoliosis and my strive to help my community out. Or when I applied to Nike, when I mentioned anything, if it was about my back, how athletic I want to be and still be participative in not just a spectator, but an active athlete. So yeah, there's a lot there, and you can culminate this and adapt it to different applications depending on the industry you're interested in. So let's take a look at an example here of what the cover letter is going to look like. Here we have a real example from Ellie Arbanis. She writes this wonderful cover letter, simple side you could see, and boom, dear hiring manager, goes right into it. Hi, I'm Ellie. My parents are raised in Portland with my two brothers. She talks about her family. After high school, attending college in Oregon, and then life-changing experience which she studied abroad. She saw the world. Having lived abroad myself, that speaks volumes to me, especially if I'm looking for international students or international people, international roles to fill, or a diverse team to work with. I need somebody who rings that note that says, hey, they're adaptive and they understand diverse cultures. Then she talks about her marketing management position without going too much into her resume. Talking about how she picked up her bags and left with this uncertainty. That's nothing about the job she did. Everything dealing with the fact that she wanted to do this, take on this role, and how much that meant to her, and that she was able to execute digital marketing campaigns. That's the switch. We packed up her bags. We go from this climax of the uncertainty and the fear of moving, and now it's time to the role. Let's go in with a banger. What is that? I'm now doing these complex jobs. I'm excited about the opportunity that says here, and you take literally what's exciting about this job you found at this company, and then you put 3 points you take straight from the job description, what they're looking for specifically, and put that right in there. If they say we need somebody who's problem solving, well, there you go. You can put that in there and add an example with that. That's directly there. Once again, you are connecting the dots for the employer, allowing them to see applicant and application fit. And then now you also have that story that attracts them. So this is only a couple paragraphs, transitions, and then talks about the ability to connect and meet the needs of that job. And then a nice call to action If you don't know what a call to action is, it is the thing that says what's going to make them do something. That being, in this case, if you're looking for a passionate and creative marketing manager who loves collaboration, teamwork, and problem solving, then we should connect. Thanks for your consideration. They're clearly saying, come talk to me. I want to meet. And hopefully that works. It usually does. Jace here, also a Deputy Chief Global Affairs. Here we are, talk about his graduating from UCLA, 9/11, changing his world. He taught English in Prague and in Istanbul, so somebody else that's also very international. Wow. Went to grad school in George Washington University. Great. And also worked as a foreign service officer. We're looking at someone who's really talented and understands test taking and is very international and very well-rounded. So all the way down, we're getting somebody who is talking about some of their stuff in their resume, but they talk about what they meant for them, the philanthropy, the platforms and the resources that they were able to use. So this is a little bit more into what the roles are, but for those with the less experience, talk about your story, where you come from, your family, whether they immigrated here or whether your parents, like me, grew up blue collar or in the military. All that affects you, the people you love, the things you care about are right here, and they generate into this wonderful story. So take advantage of it. You see, it's a half part of the story. Part of the cover letter. Your personal story could be this long, but your cover letter will be this half. You twist and change quickly into, I would love to be a part of your team and support your efforts. It looks like a great fit because ... Once again, this person's taking out direct things from this job description and making it fit for them. And that connects the dots for that employer to say, this is the person. I love their story. They've been everywhere. They're international. They're well-rounded. They know what's going on, and they have the experience that we're looking for. That experience. Nothing different. I aim to, if you need somebody, let's go to the bottom part. If you need somebody who can bridge the gap between strategy, develop long and short-term plans, and create innovative initiatives, then we should talk. Once again, that simple call to action. That's all you need here. You could use the cover letter software or the resume analyzers and resume.io. They do cost money, and that's what creates these templates. But you could use other templates that are simple and sweet and clean like this, and also align with your resume's template. They look the same. You could see that uniformity. That's what they're looking for. Clean cut resumes that tell them what they need to be looking for, and a cover letter that just links that this is the person I want to bring in the room. I want to see what their story is, tells me they will be a great candidate for the team I got to put them in. And that's all we're doing. Not that hard. I hope you take the time to do this. You see, it's very simple. If you don't have any jobs, you're not looking for jobs right now, that's fine. Just find one that is of interest to you in the general category. Take the description and put it in for the purposes of this assignment, and you'll be fine. Now, when it comes time to really apply, do get serious with this and write one that's going to be adaptable for the stories and adaptable for the positions you're applying for. On that note, good luck,